Lesson 3. Macro-Financial Thinking. Macro factors are economic and financial conditions that affect everyone in an economy. Unlike micro factors, which are personal and individual, macro factors involve the big picture forces that influence entire populations. These macro factors include the following: labor markets, the availability and demand for jobs; capital and credit markets, access to loans, interest rates, and investment opportunities; business cycles, the natural rise and fall of economic activity over time; GDP, gross domestic product, a measure of a country's economic performance; recessions and depressions, periods of economic downturn; employment and unemployment rates, indicators of job availability and economic health. The labor market reflects the demand for workers and the supply of people willing to work. This has an impact on personal finances, like job availability, which determines income stability, and wage growth, or stagnation, which affects purchasing power. Shifts in demand for certain skills may require career changes or further education. There are steps you could take to prepare for such changes in the labor market. You can invest in education or skills training to remain competitive, as well as save during periods of stable employment to prepare for potential layoffs. The capital and credit markets will need to be considered because they influence access to loans, interest rates, and investment returns. In the capital market, capital, cash, or assets is traded, most commonly in the form of stocks and bonds, along with other ways to package capital. In the credit market, a part of the capital market, capital is loaned and borrowed rather than bought and sold. These and other markets exist in a dynamic economic environment, and those environmental realities are part of sound financial planning. To help plan for these potential changes, you should monitor interest rates to decide the best time to borrow, as well as diversify investments to reduce risk during market volatility. Business cycles are periods of economic growth, expansion, followed by periods of contraction, recession. Expansions could lead to more job opportunities, wage increases, and strong investment returns, while recessions could lead to layoffs, reduced income, and lower returns on investments. A prolonged recession is also called a depression. To plan for these periods, it is recommended that you build an emergency fund during expansions and avoid unnecessary debts during recessions. The gross domestic product, or GDP, measures the total value of goods and services produced in a country. It is a key indicator of economic health. A high GDP growth often leads to higher employment and wage increases. A low or negative GDP growth signals economic trouble, potentially leading to job losses. You can stay informed about economic trends to anticipate potential changes in the job market or cost of living. It is also best to adjust spending and savings habits based on the state of the economy. Employment rates indicate the percentage of people who are employed, while unemployment rates measure those actively seeking jobs but are not able to find work. High employment rates generally mean more opportunities for income, while high unemployment rates can signal tough times for job seekers and reduced wage growth. It's a good idea to network and update your skills to increase employability. Saving aggressively when employed to prepare for potential gaps in income will also help cushion the blow of unexpected negative shifts in employment rates. Here's some basic steps on how to plan with macroeconomic factors in mind. Step 1. Build a safety net. Create an emergency fund with at least 3 to 6 months' worth of expenses. Ensure you have adequate health, life, and unemployment insurance. Step 2. Diversify income sources. Consider side gigs or investments to reduce reliance on a single income source. Evaluate passive income opportunities, such as real estate or dividend stocks. Step 3. Manage debt wisely. Avoid high-interest debt, especially during economic downturns. Refinance loans when interest rates are low. Step 4. Adjust spending based on business cycles. Spend conservatively during recessions and focus on saving. Take calculated risks with investments during economic booms. Step 5. Stay informed. Follow economic news to track changes in GDP, unemployment rates, and market trends. Seek professional advice when necessary to adjust your financial plan. In conclusion, macro factors like labor and credit markets, business cycles, and GDP influence personal finances in powerful ways. By understanding and monitoring these factors, individuals can make proactive financial decisions. Building a strong financial foundation, emergency funds, diversified income, ensures resilience during economic uncertainty. Planning with both micro and macro factors in mind creates a balanced and adaptable financial strategy. See you in the next lesson.